Champ, congrats on another great victory.
Thank you. Thank you.
Talk to us about the game plan with Whitman going into this fight.
The game plan with Whitman is just, we had to go back to the fundamentals. In other fights, I didn't necessarily have the footwork there, and I didn't pay. I have footwork, but I just don't pay enough attention to it and let it set up the shots. And I get a little overzealous, and then I get in certain positions, and then I have to rely on wrestling or grappling. But the game plan today was just use your footwork, stay on it. I have a crazy jab. I just needed to stay patient, use it, break them down slowly, and get them out of there. And that's what we did.
We saw the leg kicks early in the first, something we hadn't seen before. And then second and third round, you started establishing your jab. Did you know it was going to come close once you started connecting on those?
Yeah. See, Gilbert kicks legs. He kicks a lot. And unfortunately, I hadn't been able to kick a lot in my previous fight because of some of my injuries. This one, I spent a lot of time working the fundamentals, working the basics and kicking. And so I knew I could kick too. So it was basically just trying to establish the rhythm, kick, throw them off. But the plan was to move my feet, footwork, and establish that jab. And I did.
In the first round, he caught you with a couple. How hurt were you?
I wasn't crazy hurt, but that's a lot like how our sparrings went. He's very, very powerful. He's a hooker. Mm-hmm. And if he touch anybody else in that division with those hooks, they're going to sleep. And so I just had to stay patient, recompose myself, and get back to the game plan. And that's what I do better than anybody. It's just staying composed, calculated, and breaking down the fight.
Talking about that, the competitive edge when fights get tough, it's seemingly when you start to rise. What sets you apart from these other men in the division?
That's what sets me apart. I'm self-made. These guys don't understand it. I'm self-made. When I was young, just starting to wrestle in high school, no one had to tell me, hey, you need to run. You need to do a little extra in order to be able to compete and close the gap on everybody else. I had to do that on my own. I figured if I want to be the best, I got to put the work in early. I learned that early, and that's been the story of my career. And so, my mind is stronger than all these guys. I've said it time and time again. My mind is stronger than each and every one of these guys.
Longest win streak in the welterweight division. You've basically cemented yourself amongst one of the greats. Well, what does this prove to everybody else out there?
It is what it is. It's just, I put some respect on my name, and I said it. I've been working for a long time. And, as long as I continue to stay composed and do my job, the accolades are going to just pile up.
Called out Masvidal, but if that wish isn't granted, what do you need to see from these other men in the division?
I need to see activity. I need to see activity. I want to see excellence. These guys need to break out. They need to show me that they're the #1 contender next. Once they show me that, I'll be more than happy to oblige them when I go in there.
There was a very emotional embrace after the fight. Do you care to share with us what you guys said to each other?
Yes, Gilbert Burns, he deserved to be in there with me tonight. He absolutely did. A guy that a lot of people thought was down and out because he got knocked out at lightweight. He reinvented, he rebuilt himself, moved up a weight, and ran through guys. He ran through guys to the point where you couldn't deny him that title shot tonight. He deserved to be in there, and that's what I let him know, man. You deserve to be in here. I know it was tough because we had to go in there and battle each other, but he deserved it. I'm proud of him, and I'm happy for him.
Thanks for your time. Enjoy your victory.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.